On this episode of Northwind Aerial, we're headed to Santa Fe, New Mexico to go on a full-blown adventure. We're going to be eating great food, exploring cool places, and just having a great time in the land of enchantment. So come along and enjoy the ride. That's right. It's 3:15 a.m. My flight leaves around 6. So, I'm up quite early. I think I've got about 2 hours of sleep. And I have a long drive to the airport. You guys be good doggies, okay? You guys be good doggies. Good dogs. Check out that new patch. Yeah, travel backpack's looking good now. And coffee. Spilled my coffee on the way here. Thankfully, I have children, so I have wet wipes everywhere. That is a long drive for being very early in the morning, but hey, at least we made it here. Gotta double check. The Albuquerque airport is probably one of my favorite airports. It and Sacramento just have this whole homely feeling to them. Feels like coming home every time I land. Albuquerque also calls itself a sun port, which is kind of unique. I remember my mother-in-law telling me something about it gets a certain amount of sun every day per year. I'll leave a note to why it's called the sun port right here. There's actually an airport in Santa Fe that I would like to fly into sometime, but there's really no direct service. So I'd have to get on like a little puddle jumper style plane, and especially after being delayed for 2 hours, including 40 minutes on the tarmac, I'm ready to be off airplanes. I'm ready to go get my Jeep truck and go. I just gotta wait for the family. Phone's on 5%, so hopefully that's real quick.
If we end up taking up
drop that's another year. So Ash, I'm just going to pull over on Tramway probably, or maybe even Bernalillo, get us out of this traffic.
Yeah, the layover itself wasn't too bad. Well, we made it to our relative's house, which is this beautiful adobe structure out here. Took a nice little shower, got some lunch. Now I think I'm gonna open up a bottle of wine and just relax. It has been a testing day of travel. I am ready to sit down and unwind and take in the scenery behind me. It's definitely not as hot as California, which is where we just came from, where it was like 115 when I was getting ready to leave, but good Lord, it is bright. Let's pick out something we want to drink. Yeah. Why not? What are we making for dinner?
Tacos.
Yummy tacos.
All right, what seasonings did you put in this taco meat?
We don't want to know.
What seasonings did you put in the taco meat?
We apparently don't have a regular taco seasoning in this house, so I had to fake it.
So what'd you put in it?
Taco Bell mild sauce. We apparently had a bottle of it in the fridge, so I just used up the last of the mild Taco Bell seasoning with a little bit of...
This place is a prison on planet bullshit.
Down, off the counter.
Don't worry, Addie. I'd never treat you that way. You could be my sous chef any day.
Yeah, you'll say that after she eats things off the counter.
You'd never eat anything off the counter, would you?
She already has.
She ate my shoes off the counter.
You need up? Yeah. Ask Daddy. You need to make sure all the knives are all right.
Down and film me and mommy, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's go. You're gonna come film us make dinner, okay?
Okay. I see you, Daddy.
Good job. All right, we gotta chop up the cilantro.
Okay. I'm back.
She's back.
Addie, get out.
Addie down.
Hey.
Everett,
Yeah.
come look. Mom's frying tortillas.
That's cool.
Here. No, you're okay. No, she'll be okay. She'll be okay.
No. Wait,
Like that.
wait.
Let's walk over here. And look, Mommy's frying tortillas. Now we're gonna cut the cilantro, okay?
Okay.
Sharp knife. We're careful with sharp knives, aren't we, Everett?
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Careful with sharp knives, Pinky boy.
Okay.
You don't have to sound like you're being held prisoner.
Oh, I don't need to.
Right? Can you get it close in here? Watch me chop the cilantro. Move the camera in like this. Be like, whoa, get that nice cinematic shot. Hold it. Hold on to the camera. Goonie girl, what are you doing? Are you gonna be the camera woman?
I want to do it.
Guys,
Hey,
hey, she's okay. She's helping hold it. She's helping hold it steady. She's not gonna break it. If she does break it, I'll subtract however much it was to buy a GoPro Hero 11 from her rounds. Ava, you're missing the action.
You're missing the accent.
See, you gotta get it in close, right over here, like this. Now we gotta get it all nice and cinematic. All right, hold it right there. Now we're gonna cut the cilantro. Yeah. Oh. All right, cilantro is nice and diced. You gotta get a bowl for it. What are
Hey.
you doing with the camera, Avery Goon? Hey, don't bonk the camera. That's Daddy's moneymaker. Now, gotta get the camera on right here, okay? Now we're gonna put the cilantro into a bowl.
This is so heavy.
Mommy's working on dinner. It's not that heavy.
I'm still a kid.
You're still a kid,
Yeah.
but you're a superhero in my book. You're a superhero as much as Spidey.
Do you want to be a superhero when you grow up?
I want to catch the bee.
You want to catch the beef?
Yeah.
So you want to be an animal catcher?
I want to have a badge. A police officer badge. I want to be a police officer.
Okay. I swear there's times where if I didn't have the farm and everything going on back home in California, it'd be way too tempting to move out here. I mean, look at this. Just look at it. Oh, it was so nice to have early morning coffee outside without it already being blastingly hot and the air filled with dust and smoke. Oh, nice, clean, fresh air basin. Yep. So today it sounds like we're gonna go check out some botanical gardens, which I'm always a huge fan of. I'm a big gardener myself, and going and touring gardens I love it. Gives me all sorts of ideas for stuff back home. And first big culinary stop of the trip is this craft donut shop, because my wife's office generally likes to get donuts on Fridays, and my kids love donuts. I love donuts, if it was any doubt, by looking at my double chin and dad bod. So I am very much looking forward to going and getting a donut or two, let's be honest. And then for dinner tonight, we're going to be going to, I can't decide if it's my favorite restaurant or second favorite restaurant in all of Santa Fe, but we are going to be going to Arroyo Vino, which is a fantastic little restaurant right here in the area of Las Campanas. The best part about Arroyo Vino is the menu changes several times per year. It is very seasonal, and the chef there, she just does phenomenal things with the ingredients. It's one of the very few restaurants I've ever ordered fish at. And for Christmas last year, we went down there and had their kind of little Christmas dinner special thing, where it was several different plates came out over time, and I ended up getting their scallops, and the single best scallop dish I've ever had, bar none. Arroyo Vino, Las Campanas, New Mexico, right outside of Santa Fe. If you're in this area, you've got to come try it. Addie, are you ready to go for a walk? Are you ready?
Come here, Addie girl. Let's
go put your bleach on. All right, we gotta keep a lookout for those big dandelions, right? There we go. All right. What are we looking for? Are we looking for big dandelions?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find those big dandelions.
Okay. Look at this.
Come on, man. What are you filming?
Look at this.
I know. Did you see some cool grass?
Yeah.
Good job. All right, let's go. Good job. You're a good little cameraman.
Yep, I am.
Yep, I am. So I'm doing my best to keep the children actually off of the camera, but letting them hold the camera, that doesn't violate any child labor laws, right? Right? There are just so many flowers all over New Mexico. Just the most brilliant, vivid colors you'll ever see. I've been coming here on vacation for years at this point, and it still blows my mind away, because I always just assume, New Mexico's a desert. It's gonna be sand, it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be scrub brush and cactus, which there are areas like that, but a lot of it is just all sorts of bright, lush green. Guys, you can both touch the 1, 2, 3. Hey, if you can get a video of a lizard, I will. A beetle! Can you get a video of that beetle?
Yeah.
Yep, touch it. There you go, keep it in frame. That's a big beetle.
Wow. Hey guys, we found a big beetle.
Hey Everett, can you come over here and get some video of these pretty yellow flowers?
Yeah. And
Mexican hats, these are called? Yep. All right, so my mother-in-law informs me these are Mexican hats.
Yeah.
Aren't they very pretty, Everett?
Yeah, they are. And look at these.
Yep, what are these white ones?
Mommy, what are these white ones?
Yeah, these big old bushy white ones. Doesn't remember. But they are very pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Mexican hats. And unknown white clusters. Here's something that's always cool about New Mexico. You walk 4 feet off the trail, basically. And you got your own little mini Grand Canyons. There's snakes in here?
Yeah.
Should I jump in and go look for them?
No.
Okay, here I go. What? Oh, okay. Well, when my child tells me not to do something, I of course have to do it. But when the other adults tell me that there's actual snakes in there, I think I will avoid the canyon of snakes. All right, you guys ready to go get donuts?
Yeah.
Yes.
What color donut do you want?
I want chocolate donut.
You want a
blueberry.
chocolate donut, blueberry?
I want blueberry.
Oh, that sounds good. I want a blueberry.
Left?
Yep. Unless you want to go through the Coolie.
You know what? Let's go through the Coolie.
Is there going to be water in it? No, there wasn't. We went through it last night. Okay.
So the Coolie is this weird little way of getting around between these two roads that you literally go down through this whole gravel into this Arroyo River area, which is sometimes often flooded. It's a Santa Fe River, and it's the way that we used to always take to the house before I realized we could go onto different roads. So for whatever reason, my wife always loves to take us through the Coolie and steer me in the wrong direction. And we always believe it's because she's going to meet some guy in a yellow trench coat down there who's going to sell her drugs or something. All right, guys, look, we found a Coolie. You got to look for George in the yellow trench coat.
So they came in and regraded it, Tim. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot smoother. Yeah, and it holds the water in more. You can see all the damage from the spring.
I can see a bunch of rocks. I want to come down here and look for rocks. Can I do that?
Sure. So it hasn't had, if we get a really, it'll wash it out at a really bad summer. Some thunderstorm, it'll wash it out again. Right there.
Donuts made fresh to order.
Donuts,
That's
Daddy.
where we're going.
Craft Donuts. Doesn't get much simpler than that when it comes to a name. Boston cream, that has cream in the middle of it. Are you sure you want that?
Yep.
Or do you want death by chocolate?
That sounds tasty. Look at those over here.
I'm looking at them over there. Are you excited?
Yuppie, 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 yuppie. There's the donut, Daddy.
I know. I think that one might be yours.
Yay! We got all the donuts.
We got all the donuts.
This is Museum Hill. That's the Botanical Garden right there. These are delicious.
I love how light they are.
Yeah, so this one's mine.
This isn't your normal cake donut.
No, it's
No.
not. So these are from Craft Donuts on what road? Zeffirino Road in Santa Fe. Gotcha. Well, the one we got was in Zeffirino. This is the PB&C, peanut butter and chocolate.
There's one off of Old Santa Fe Trail.
Holy smokes. I don't know if I've ever had a donut this light.
Okay, these are delicious.
Not even the ones at home.
These are fabulous. And we got to make them. We got to make them. Watch
What
them.
flavor is yours?
Chocolate matcha.
That looks good.
Have a bite.
Oh,
And this is the blueberry one with lemon
oh
on
my
it?
God. I'd eat that donut with nothing on
Holy
it.
Have we found a new place?
Oh,
Oops.
don't say that.
Ever don't say that. I'm bad. Are those good donuts?
Yep.
What do you think of salted
That
caramel?
one's awesome.
No,
Oh.
order a half a dozen of salted caramel donuts.
It's got like a little crunch to it. All right. I have eaten a lot of donuts in my time, obviously. Those donuts were by far and away the best donuts I've ever had. They were light and fluffy, did not give us a belly bomb. They were crispy, just perfect, the right amount of sugar, not over the top. Craft Donuts in Santa Fe, New Mexico. You've got to try them if you're here. Now, we're gonna go burn off all of this sugar and energy on the Santa Fe Botanical Gardens. All right, you guys ready to go explore?
We can tighten this hat up and it has a stampede straps too, Dad.
Perfect. All right, Everbean, you got to keep a lookout for everything that's on there, okay? Like I mentioned back on our walk, I'm always blown away by the amount of color that Santa Fe and New Mexico as a whole has. All of the colors that this desert has to offer are on display at the Santa Fe Botanical Gardens, where there is a wide array of natural plants all laid out in a beautiful walking area, as well as a huge sculpture area that you can come around in and walk and meditate and relax to your heart's content. If you're into Santa Fe area, I highly recommend doing exactly what we did, which is going and getting yourself a nice breakfast or a nice lunch and coming and taking the short hike around this beautiful little hidden gem.
I can't read it, Dad.
That's fine. All right, Everett, did you see something pokey?
Yeah.
Is that
Down
pokey?
there next to that.
Yeah, that's very pokey, isn't it? I was gonna say, it looked like an ice plant. We have these in Fort Bragg. It is. I would love a pergola like this. I'd love to go to Abiquiu tomorrow.
This is full. That's why I said we should go to the lavender fields, because this is
Oh, yeah.
what the fields are going to look like.
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to go to there, but I agreed with, I had lack of sleep yesterday.
There's one in Abiquiu. It's a prettier drive.
Then honestly, let's go to the one in Abiquiu, because I would love to go to them. I just was so tired yesterday.
Isn't this beautiful?
God, why can't our lavender at home look like this? I love lavender and roses. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get mine to grow better at home. That is gorgeous sage. Holy,
Oh my god.
this color is unbelievable.
Mojave sage.
Mojave sage?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Holy
It's gorgeous.
Oh, seed pod. We found a seed pod.
Yep, we got seed pods.
Hey, there's a purple cactus right there.
Right there.
It was hidden by the very, very pokey cactus.
That is cool.
She looks mean. I think we can. All right, Everett, you got to look for a tree with a bird in it too.
Art trail. This is a new
Art trail. Yeah, we'll have to go that way.
I don't think we went down that way that last time. No.
This is what I'm just talking about. This is one of the reasons I'm making this video. I was talking about how much color there is in New Mexico.
People don't realize it. This is where they have their training sessions or their classes.
Pollination station. Those are really pretty.
I
I love how these are practically ground
love
cover.
that Mexican hat and the alyssum combination. That's gorgeous.
Oh, all of this. I'm just a huge fan of like the big rocks in it. I am a sucker for rock gardens.
They have a vegetable garden too, don't they, Everett?
This is a badass little amphitheater.
That's their vegetable garden on the side. For
This
the
is-
amphitheaters.
This is their amphitheater.
This is really cool. Oh, it's an oven.
It's an oven.
Oh, Everett, this is where they used to cook food.
Yeah, and they ground the wheat right there on the stone, stuffed it in there, made the bread.
And it was so a bunch of these people had this large ground that was behind these two streets, decided to start a botanical garden here about 7 years ago.
Well,
And
God
I
bless them.
think- And I think that then they just did fundraising for their buildings, and they're slowly expanding their infrastructure. And I think it's great.
No, I love it.
Is that a bear?
Avery, what's this?
It's a cow.
That's not a cow.
It's a bear.
That's a big bear. All right, so yeah, that was the Santa Fe Botanical Gardens. Family picked me up a little present. I'm a sucker for mushrooms. And the kids got some cool little rocks as rewards for their scavenger hunt. But yeah, let me see them. Cool little rocks. Who doesn't like cool rocks? And yeah, if you're in the area, highly recommend coming and taking a little walk. It was a blast. I think it's just about lunchtime, so we're gonna get some lunch and then take the kids home and put them down for a nap because we've kind of worn them out today.
Territorial style with the brick on the top.
Okay.
That's what I want to build. That's the new tea house right there, Ash.
We gotta go back to it. All right, which way?
This way. Left. You can only turn left.
Oh, I see. I saw the no turn right sign and I was like, wait, what? All right, just had to sate my curiosity. I'm 6 foot. Yeah, that's not much clearance. I think it's a little more than 6'3", but I have a feeling I probably would have scraped the roof of the Yukon off if I'd driven in there.
This is where we had our.
Isn't that the
I want one of my house. The Bull Ring, that's the name of it. I couldn't remember what the name of it was. Probably not going to it on this trip, but fantastic restaurant. Fantastic steakhouse. Amazing mac and cheese. Don't judge me. Those are very pretty. There are butterflies. Look at that old low rider over there. The license plate says Chimeo.
Oh, this is really
Yes, that's fantastic. Hi, did you see that?
What?
The old lowrider over there, the license plate says Chimeo.
That's because this is the Chimeo Inn.
Oh.
Dirt to dirt.
That's what I want to wear, but society won't let me. I love Ristras, but having the little tiny ones is even better. I want to get some of these for the house. So this is the Santa Fe Plaza, which is where they have all sorts of celebrations, all sorts of musical stuff, and it's always dressed up for pretty much every season. And there's all sorts of stores around it, all sorts of restaurants. It's just a great hub.
They lay it down on the floor, on the sidewalk, and you can walk by. They're really pretty stuff.
Yep, we gotta go check those out in a bit.
Now we got away. Lantana. Oh, you said your bronze is done.
That is one of the coolest sculptures I've ever seen. Dumpling tea. Honestly, the lavender lemonade just sounds good to me, even better than boba. There is literally something tasty to eat or drink on every single corner of Santa Fe, especially around the plaza.
Thank you. So you gonna eat this one?
No,
Avery wants
that one.
those yellow ones.
Can you play free one? No.
Well, you are welcome to eat with us.
Ashley, can I get one of those orange ones, please? Whatever they are.
Sausage.
Sausage.
No.
Okay. That's what we use them for.
It's got meat and onions and mushrooms and vegetables in it. Definitely gotta try one of the shrimp ones. They basically wrapped everything in vegetables and then battered and fried the whole envelope of vegetables. That's a unique way of doing things. Not a huge fan of egg rolls, but I'll try them.
They're different. 'Cause
Wow.
They're totally different.
They're sweet.
Yeah. Totally.
They got a little bit of sweetness to them. They're good. Now these are soup dumplings, and the cool thing about them, see if I can get it to work, is they're similar to a Ukrainian or Georgian style food named kinkali that I made a couple times. And you'd think you'd eat them with this up, but in reality, you eat them like this because all of the broth stays on the top. All right, that was a fantastic lunch. I think everybody is ready for a nap now. All right, here you go.
Look at this book. Look at this book.
Want to go through the plaza?
Yeah. I see a truck.
Yeah.
I see a bicycle.
You see a tricycle?
A bicycle.
A bicycle, okay.
That's cool.
Can you say welcome to the plaza?
Welcome to the plaza.
Good job.
Welcome to the plaza. Look at this.
That is cool, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a big pavilion.
Yep. I see a birthday present.
You see a what?
A birthday present. Hi.
Say good afternoon, welcome to the plaza.
Welcome to the plaza.
He saw your happy birthday thing. He's like, look, a birthday present. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Say have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Hey guys. Welcome to the plaza.
Yeah.
Welcome to the plaza. Welcome to the plaza.
Thank you, honey.
Best part is all I wanted to do was have him say it once.
Right.
Now he's going to tell everybody.
Welcome to the plaza!
Everybody seeing the road.
Welcome to the plaza!
We've all had plenty of food. We've hiked all over the plaza, hiked all over the countryside. I think we're all ready to go home and take a nap. How about that?
At Christmas time, they were working on the other side of Guadalupe by the rail yard, remember?
Very high elevation.
Yeah, 7,000 feet and all the walking around that they do. And
All right, we got both the children to sleep. I think I'm gonna sit out here and let the dog run around, read my mushroom book, get all studied up on mycology. All right, we are headed out to Arroyo Vino, probably one of my favorite restaurants here in Santa Fe. I'd put it in top 3 for sure, and the 2 other contenders are hard to fight. But we're headed to Arroyo Vino, which is a small little restaurant right on the edge of Las Campanas, and the chef there does a phenomenal job. She is a savant when it comes to weird random pairings and knowing where to get her ingredients. A lot of her dishes feature mushrooms, which are actually scavenged out here. Scavenged is not the right word. Foraged out here in the mountains all around Santa Fe. So they are fresh, wild, safe to eat, full of flavor. That's one of the biggest reasons I keep coming back to this restaurant, is just all of the stuff she can do with mushrooms blows my mind. And like I talked about, this is one of the only restaurants where I will actually order the fish over red meat or chicken. I've never had anything bad here. This place has gotten me to eat pate. If you're ever in the Santa Fe area, check out Arroyo Vino for sure. No, Addie's just not coming to dinner with us. There's times where you want to eat your good old staples, and then there's times where you want to really experiment. And Arroyo Vino is definitely one of those restaurants that kind of fills that niche of both. They have the food that I'm used to eating, but then at the same time, the chef here does such unique things with all of the different flavors here that every single time you come to Arroyo Vino, in every different season, you're sure to have a completely different dining experience. Avery, are you hungry?
I really like that.
Yeah. Is it because you didn't eat your dumplings at lunch?
maybe Daddy.
So the fish is served cold.
Oh my god.
You just stole my
I'm
fish.
falling apart.
It looks beautiful.
It looks really beautiful.
It tastes beautiful.
It's a pretty healthy chunk of yellowtail.
That first taste of the rice hit my tongue. It's so crunchy. Oh, that's good. I
Right?
would eat like a large bowl of just that.
Ash has been known to have ahi or yellowtail for
It's
dessert.
the saltiness and crunchiness of the fried rice. Is that too much?
I wanted one more bite of the
Okay.
rice. You're stealing all
Take
the
one more
rice.
bite.
Would you like some cheese?
Get out of here.
See, that's what I'm talking about, where the chef here is just, she just knows what she's doing, mixing such different flavors together to achieve something like that. Look at all these mushrooms. Oh, look at this. Even the mac and cheese looks god tier.
And it's chicken sausage.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
You guys don't want any of the mushrooms, right? I mean, look at the size of this mushroom bite right here. That is insane.
Sorry, I can't wait.
The halibut
I
and the
don't.
steak.
Romanesco, almond romanesco, which is a unique combination.
It is rare for me to finish my entree and still be hungry enough for dessert. is a testament to Arroyo Vino's skill that they're able to make all of these small plates with so much flavor in them that you don't feel like you've spent a bunch of money on something that wasn't worth it, while also at the end of everything not being bloated, not being full, not being sluggish. You're almost ready for more, but you could cut yourself off if you want to. So this is chili chocolate pecan ice cream. Cherry sorbet. Let's see if it changes my life.
It's incredible. It's so different.
I have seen God. Thank God this restaurant is super close to our house because I'm exhausted and full of delicious food. And I'm ready to go sit down. All right, let's go. All right, can you guys hold hands? All right, so the perfect thing for a delicious dinner is a nice after meal walk to tire everyone out and settle all the goodness in our bellies.
I've got it figured out here.
Why must you be a puppy? You're acting like you're only several weeks old. All right, we have had a fantastic but exhausting day. We're getting the kids ready for bed and getting them settled down. So, as soon as we finish up with that, I think it's time to come out here and sit on this retaining wall and watch the sun go down with a nice glass of bourbon. See you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. We are slowly getting ready. We are headed to a lavender farm today to do some lavender picking and just see the pretty sights. But first things first, we have to start off the morning ritual of trying to figure out how to make this giant coffee thing work. Heating phase, not open the door. All right, so now, what's up, Avery? What? Oh yeah, I was gonna say we need to do that.
Needs a hat today.
Yes.
And I'll go get the sunscreen.
Perfect.
Can I have a snack? Can I have a snack on the way?
Of course, everyone can have a snack.
Can I have both?
Addie, are you ready to go on an adventure? Avery, are you ready to go on an adventure?
Yeah. I need the belly.
Okay.
We're gonna Avery wants to go
Avery's
this way.
Avery's in charge. All right, everyone
Yeah,
look
you
for
found him.
everyone look for John Lennon.
They also have a gourmet restaurant.
We just filled up with like 19 gallons, and it cost us $57.54.
Yep.
You're not gonna find.
$100 in California.
Oh, if you're lucky, it'll only be $100.
So you want to take the next right?
Gotcha. So we're just coming here to kind of look at it and turn around, or
Check it out and go down the road.
cool. Los Poblanos Ranch, 1934.
This is chicken at the end.
9 a.m., 10 a.m. meet the farm
And
animals.
then afternoon tea tomorrow. So it looks like their sunflower field was the sunflower field causes this one.
Ooh, artichokes. Spicy chorizo sausage. I've never seen chorizo being sold in bricks before.
Mommy butt. I did mommy butt.
They are so
Look at those
dirty
feathers.
and so noisy.
This is such a cool little place that I had no idea existed up until about 24 or so hours ago. It is definitely more of a modernized. There's a lot of other people here. This is not some place you can come to just escape. But man, I feel like I only explored about half this entire compound. I would love to come back, just not when we have a dog that someone needs to stay with. I am a sucker for any sort of arbor like this, where you've got grapes or any sort of leaf hanging over the top of you. I love tunnels, especially ones made out of nature. All right, we're on to the next spot. While not technically in Santa Fe, obviously, Los Poblanos Ranch is not that far of a drive, and I highly recommend going and checking it out. Even though we really didn't get a chance to do many of the tourist items, such as the petting of the animals and walking around and trying out the different foods or eating at the restaurant, we still had an absolute blast just walking around the grounds of this historic ranch. Los Poblanos Ranch is an organic farm that specializes in lavender among many other things, and lavender is featured heavily in many of its products that it produces. Los Poblanos Ranch is registered both under New Mexico and nationally as a historic place. Not only is this beautiful ranch situated on a pristine piece of ground, you have an absolute beautiful view of the Sandia Mountains from everywhere across the farm.
See, this is more my speed. It's a little more.
Yep, this is nice.
This is where I want to buy my lavender from.
If Los Poblanos is a little too big and rich for your taste, right down the road is Joe's Farms, which has an all-you-can-pick lavender field out there, with the owners right on site. Not only can you pick the lavender you could use to scent your house with, you can also pick culinary lavender with which to cook with. And believe me when I tell you, the owners, especially JJ, will not let you go home empty-handed. We were told as soon as we started picking that if we did not fill our hands to bursting with both types of lavender, we would be sent back to do the walk of shame to pick enough lavender to make the visit completely worth it.
Awesome. You can just go where my husband is, and he's doing a little like, what's boring. And you just tell him, I forgot to give
All right, let's go.
So this side is Grosso. This is what's growing in France. It's very fragrant. And then we have a little bit of the Culinary. It's the lighter lavender that's over there on those plants, so you can cut that as well. It's whatever you want. A little bit of both or all of this. It's up to, and you can go from plant to plant, cut a little bit here, cut a little bit there.
Can you put that on your shoulder so I can cut?
I am the pack animal.
You are. You guys always are, right?
Yep. Oh, geez.
Thank you, darling.
Okay, guys. So there's a couple of rules, especially for the little kids. The orange flags, be mindful of those. Those are babies. That's 8 months worth of work.
Oh, wow.
So be mindful. Don't back up. Watch the kids. Make sure they don't step on those. Okay. Culinary. You guys are interested in culinary?
Yes.
Let's follow me. Okay. So. Do you see that this is a lighter purple?
Yes.
My name's JJ. Say, hey JJ, is this culinary or not?
Gotcha.
If I can't figure it out, then I'd say don't cut it for culinary. Cut it for fragrance.
Right.
But if it's a big one that's past this row, that is grosso. That is not culinary.
Gotcha.
Non-edible.
Okay.
If you mix them, let's say you pick all of these and you pick one strand of that and you put it in there, it's going to mess up your whole culinary brand.
Gotcha.
Or bunch. You can mix and match, but keep them separate. Sure. So go out there and have fun,
it's
cut to your heart's content.
Okay, how about
up
if
to
you
the
hold
point
it for
where
me?
you've got a big handle. He's got big hands.
Yep.
Like that.
Okay.
Okay, and if you come back and you're short, I'm going to send you back. I want you guys to have fun.
All right, you can try and shove them in here. Oh God. All right, my hands are starting to burst. No, I do. I'm running out of room. So did we pick
Double
enough?
check that this is.
We're
Hey,
good.
you guys aren't walking back to pick more.
That's what I was gonna say. Make sure we
Not
make sure
doing
we.
the walk of shame.
That's what I wanted to make sure of.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go find. Wasn't there a grocery store back? You gotta
I think
go
so.
that way to get home. So if you don't mind driving next to all the pretty houses again. You'll see the turnoff back to the reservoir, and it's just a big reservoir. It's kind of cool.
It's really cool. Cochiti Lake.
We can drive down to the little covered camping area if we want.
The snacks aren't going to blow away. Addie, careful. Lake Cochiti is a short drive away from Albuquerque and is a perfect spot for recreation of all kinds. There are hiking trails, a public marina to deploy your boat to go out and fish for the many fish that are in this man-made reservoir, and of course, plenty of sights to see. This lake is surrounded by miles upon miles of desert, mountains, cliffs, canyons, crags, all sorts of areas to simply sit down and take in the sights. And if you just want to sit down and relax like we do, there's a beautiful pavilion with which to sit and have a picnic. If you're a fisherman, like I pretend to be, there's plenty of different species with which to target in this reservoir, such as bass, crappie, walleye, and even reported to be northern pike. Northern pike are one of my bucket list fish, so one of these days I'm going to get around to buying myself a fishing kayak to keep in New Mexico so that I can come out here and finally, hopefully, target this fish. Until then, it was still just a beautiful spot to sit down, have a picnic with the family, and just enjoy the high desert air. Alright, well, we didn't make it to Tent Rocks because the whole park is closed apparently, but at least I finally got to see Lake Cochiti.
When you say I'm going to New Mexico, they think it looks like Arizona.
Yep. Everyone always gets confused with Arizona too. That's how you tell we're almost back home, is when we get to the Coolie. Alright, Everett, look for Dillard. He wears a yellow trench coat. Alright, we got home nice and safe. All the kids are down for a nap. And we are getting ready to go to dinner here in about 2 hours. And I want to work up a little bit more of an appetite. And take Miss Addie here for a nice little walk so she can get some good exercise in and hopefully take a good nap while we go to dinner. And hopefully she doesn't destroy her bedding again. She's got pretty good separation anxiety, but there's certain times where we just have to leave her at the house. So hopefully this will wear her out so she'll take a nap. It's been pretty bright and sunshiny all day today, and as I'm looking out in front of me, I always think of the old joke about New Mexico, where if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. It'll change. Alright, La Tierra Trails is where Addie and I are going to go on a hike right now. Just nice little spot right up here in the hills that just is perfect for dogs and humans alike. And maybe I'll try and find some geocaches while I'm out here. Let's see how much time I have. Mostly we're just trying to get us both some exercise. I know this video is essentially just a love letter to New Mexico at this point, and I keep talking about all of my favorite things to do, but one of my absolute favorite parts of New Mexico is all of the hiking trails that are built out of natural arroyos. This is where the monsoonal rains come down and create natural small stream and river beds that I don't recommend going to when it's raining, but when it's nice and dry, like right now, they make for just perfect little trails for getting out of the house and walking around. Especially if you have the DJI Mini 4 Pro that you can have just autonomously follow you, as well as put up into the air to get the beautiful hyperlapses of the storms coming in. I would love to take the kids walking out here, but I feel like we wouldn't make it more than like 300 feet because there's so many cool rocks. The kids would just want to sit there and fill their pockets with all the rocks. We've got a pretty big thunderstorm rolling in, so I've got the drone flying up there, getting some hyperlapse video of it. And between that and the follow me mode I've been using to get footage of me and Addie hiking through these arroyos, it just cements the fact that This is one of the biggest reasons I will say that the Mini 4 Pro is probably the best traveling vacation drone, because I threw everything here in my backpack to carry around with me, and it's just nice and light. And I've gotten it to do the follow me mode, gotten it to get these hyperlapses, gotten some great photos and videos. It's all around just perfect drone for when you want to get out here and hike around and get some cool shots from the air. One of the other perks of having a drone on you all the time, if you have a terrible sense of direction like I do most of the time, is you can always use the drone to help yourself get unlost. I'm not lost. I found myself back to the start of the trails. There was a little bit of time there for a bit where I went, man, I sure hope I remember how to get back to the beginning of these trails. But I have a camera in the sky. Sorry, I have to make sure this keeps going. I've got that little camera in the sky up there I can always use to help me find the Jeep. So, not too worried. Actually, here's something that's even a little bit cooler. So you see it there on the map. That blue triangle is the drone. The controller is the blue dot, and the H is where we took off. So even if you need to go fly the drone, say you find your truck and you need to go fly the drone over it, or even land it there, you can still use the GPS on the controller to help find your way out. So for instance, if I was running out of battery and it was my last battery, I could go land the drone on top of the Jeep and use my controller to help find my way out. Addie, you're messing up my shot. Addie, you have a good walk. The walks are never done, are they? So I've got the drone hovering over the Jeep. We're just gonna walk right back to it. Double checked even before I looked up to where it was and could see myself walking straight towards it on the map. Pretty neat. Alright, that was a nice little walk. I have hopefully tired out the dog. I have definitely worked up an appetite, and yeah, I am ready to head back home so we can get ready to head to Terra, which fights Arroyo Vino every single time for my favorite restaurant. But Terra has something Arroyo Vino doesn't. The copper coin margarita. One of the best drinks I think that's ever been concocted. Can't wait to show it to you. All right, you guys ready to go get some dinner bites?
No.
No? You're not hungry? All right, Amy's just cranky. I'm hungry. Look, something's getting dumped way out there.
That's Los Alamos.
Terra constantly fights Arroyo Vino for my favorite restaurant in Santa Fe. Part of the Four Seasons hotel chain and nestled up in the mountains, this restaurant and resort is a place to both get away if you're looking to stay a couple of days, or purely just a place to go and hike the trails and then sit down and have a bite to eat at their beautiful restaurant. Not only is the food here absolutely perfect, it has some of the most unique and best drinks I've ever had, especially the copper coin margarita. Hi. This is what I'm here for. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Beekeeper's tonic, and this is their
Beekeeper's
lavender.
tonic.
Yeah, it's their, one of their new cocktails, and we thought we needed to try it. Butter on your sweetheart?
No.
Or do you want olive oil? You want some?
That's pretty good. Very sweet.
Okay, we gotta pass this one around.
Look at this. So most people, when they get spicy cocktails, or when they make spicy cocktails, they just throw some pickled jalapenos in there, or raw jalapenos. This actually has the chilies blended in with it, and has chili salt around the outside. I've never had anything like this anywhere else. Copper coin margarita, Terra. Cool thing about Terra, even if you don't like eating crazy fancy foods, they make macaroni and cheese with green hatch chilies in it, and chicken strips and fries. Even the chicken strips, phenomenal quality.
Please, yes. Okay.
Corn chowder. And this is burrata and what salad?
Stone fruit. So there's beet microgreens, and then there's apricots and beets. Yeah.
Well, that looks
And a lemon
delicious.
vinaigrette.
That's apricot, right?
Yes.
Hold on, and that's
Alright.
Mommy's favorite.
But this is my favorite too.
Too, honey. It's just a little bit of salad.
All right, apricot with a little bit of burrata. That is light and refreshing.
This is spicy. Spicy green chili.
What do you think? Is it good?
Hot. Not like spicy hot, but
What is this thing right there?
that's the bacon.
Oh my god. Scallops. I love scallops. And now for the main course.
No, 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 no.
That was delicious.
Yeah, that was a fantastic meal, wasn't it?
It's a lovely walk.
Yes, it is. Here you go, cameraman.
Thanks. Oh, I want to take a picture of this tree. I kiss up to you, Grandma.
That was close, Dad.
What was that?
Lightning right there.
Wumble, wumble, wumble. Daddy, come on, there's Fonda. I don't like Fonda.
I like thunder.
But I don't.
It'll be fine. We'll catch up.
I don't like Fonda. Happy, happy, happy.
And you can then do 2 hands, please. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm happy to help.
I can see Addy Dog
You can see Addie Dog.
through this screen.
All right. New day. We've just finished a very nice long walk. We have all worked up an appetite for breakfast. So we're gonna go check out this new breakfast spot that I haven't been to, and apparently the ladies haven't been to either. So it's gonna be new to all of us. So check it out. So what's the name of this restaurant?
Plaza Cafe.
Plaza Cafe?
Plaza. It's
Plaza.
It's the second location.
You can take
Remember
your
that
snack.
Plaza Cafe that's by
Are
the
you getting
in
out
the
with
plaza?
Mommy?
Okay,
So it's the second
God.
location.
gotcha.
Ever come get my hand?
Lemon cheesecake.
Twinkle.
Is that chocolate cream pie?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, that looks tasty.
Now, isn't this easier than the last way we went? Is it a bad snake?
Oh, looks like a very little friendly snake. Hello, snake. We are headed out on the closest thing that my wife gets to a date, coming along with me while I go take real estate photos and videos with the drone.
Woot woot.
You guys enjoyed having snack rolls for dinner?
Yup, 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 yup. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like this mix of mushroom.
I'm happy.
Okay, I'm glad.
Wait, do you like blueberries?
Yep, 1 second.
I love these.
Do you? Finishing touches.
So we took things pretty easy yesterday. Just basically went around and did some work trying to talk to some of the realtors here in the Las Campanas area and offer my services of drone photos and videos, because who knows, maybe I'll end up here one of these days and wouldn't mind having that as a source of income. But yeah, we really didn't do much yesterday, and today we are going to go get breakfast, run some more errands. I'm gonna go get some photos and videos of the houses for sale here, and then we're gonna have our friends over for dinner. We were gonna go out to their house in Ribera today, but since it's our last day here, we're just gonna keep things nice and simple and have everyone over to our house. So, yep, I'm ready for breakfast now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Deborah, did you get Mickey Mouse pancakes?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, okay. Oh, baby.
So Mom doesn't need to try and have a drink.
So I've come to the Plaza during several different times of the year, and probably my favorite so far has been around the Day of the Dead. We came here and they had a bunch of memorials set up. I can't remember the exact name of them. I'll ask my mother-in-law. But they had all these memorials set up where you could come and place the photos of lost family members with candles and whatnot. And so we came out here and laid one for my brother-in-law. And yeah, it was a hell of a thing. Christmas is really beautiful here too, especially when it's snow and everything here is covered in lights. And there's luminarias all over every of the buildings. Eric, do you see anything you like?
This one has the buffalo for power in the center, Navajo around for wisdom, sunrise, new beginnings,
Careful of it.
and then the arrowhead protection, and the eagle feathers are blessings.
Avery, do you want silver?
Do you want to put it on? Like, look at Bro Bros. Look at Bro Bros.
Do you want to get a silver bracelet like that?
Try one?
Look at this. It's like cool. Look at this. Look, it's a rainbow. Look at this.
Careful, please.
These. Look at these.
Careful. Mr. Man, let's go. Grab the speakers.
Flower. And on the bed. Big red flower. Look at these.
Yes, that's Sam. That's Sam.
Yeah, these are cool. could spend hours walking around places like this. I love old churches, old temples, old grounds like this. Just something about hallowed ground, I don't know, stirs something in me. Straight.
Yep.
Alright, today is our last day here. All good things must come to an end, and we are getting ready to start almond harvest here shortly, so gotta return back to California to get ready and geared up to do that. But a trip to New Mexico would not be complete without going to some sort of gorge or canyon, so I am headed out to probably my favorite place in this area that is not involved with food, and that is Diablo Canyon, to take Adeline here on a nice little walk through it, since most of yesterday was spent working and she didn't get as many walks as she would have liked. So, gotta surprise her with a big long adventure through a canyon. Of all of the places to go hiking and get lost in New Mexico, Diablo Canyon still remains one of my favorite places. It's such a short drive away from our house that I have a hard time not going to it every single time I come to New Mexico to visit. It's a beautiful recreational area with a canyon that you can walk all the way through the bottom of. That's pretty rare, considering if you want to go and hike through something such as the Grand Canyon, you have to have a full-blown backpack and be prepared for multiple days out on the trail as usual. So being able to walk through these towering 300+ foot skyscraping canyon walls is just an absolute treat. Diablo Canyon itself is part of a larger, more historic hiking trail that you could spend multiple days on if you wanted to. But if you're like me and just want a quick getaway, all you gotta take is Old Buckman Road out to it, where there's a great parking spot, and then you can hop right onto the trail and walk about the 1/4 to half mile or so trek all the way through the canyon walls. I've talked at great length about this canyon in at least one of my other videos, but I'd still just have to gush over it in this one. If you're in the area at all, please do yourself a favor and hike through Diablo Canyon. Well, as much as I would love to sit here and gush over how much I love Diablo Canyon again, I've already made a pretty long video exploring this canyon, and I am being swarmed by gnats. So I'm just gonna enjoy finishing my walk. I would love to get the drone out, but there's all sorts of people out for a hike and they don't want to listen to my noise. And I don't want to stand here and get eaten by gnats any longer. So, I think Addie and we're just going to have our nice leisurely walk back and then go get breakfast.
Good job, guys. Apparently we're going to be working at phase 2. Dad's food, or Avery's food, dad's food, and it's really
I'm gonna ask you, do you want your sopapillas now or for dessert? Yeah, you can keep eating it.
Well, all good things must come to an end. We're all packed up, getting ready to head to the airport. Flight's already been delayed once, thanks to all of these thunder bumpers coming in, but what are you gonna do? To not get to anywhere near all of the restaurants I was hoping to. Car's locked. Goodbye, Jeep truck. I will see you again soon. Love my kids this age. They're so cute, but God, I am so tired of moving car seats back and forth. Let's go. Avery, want to hold my hand? No. Oh, okay. About an hour drive home. I am ready for a shower and bed. Well, we made it back home nice and safe and sound quite late last night. Got the kids to bed really quick and put ourselves to bed immediately. Now we woke up all rested and refreshed and ready to get to work. As you can see, the almonds are starting to split, which means we are not that far away from harvest. But for now, I've got to get to work. Back home, the fun's over. Almond holes are splitting. I got lots of spraying to do, lots of mechanic work to do. Got to fix some stuff on my truck and get the shakers ready, because probably in another 2 or 3 weeks I'm going to be living out here in the orchard in a tiny yellow coffin called an almond shaker. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with this trip with us. I always love going to New Mexico. It's one of the places that I wish more people knew about, but also enjoy how kind of quiet it is. As I mentioned earlier, we did not make it to anywhere near the amount of restaurants that I would like to share with you guys. But if you get a chance to go to any of these ones, make sure you tell them who sent you. I'm not trying to get any special deals or anything, just trying to let them know who sent them that way. Especially Arroyo Vino. They're practically family to me at this point for the amount of times we go there. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. I appreciate it. See you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.